Start with the kettlebell in your left hand. Your palms should face inward. Looking straight ahead, press the kettlebell out and overhead, rotating your wrist so that your palm faces forward at the top of the motion. Return the kettlebell to starting position with the palms facing in. Hold the kettlebell with both hands in front of your torso and stand with your feet hip-width apart. Release the kettlebell into your right hand and move your both arms behind your back. Grab the bell with your left hand and bring it back to the front, completing a full circle around your body. That is 1 rep. Stand straight with the kettlebell in your right hand. Swing the kettlebell back forcefully, then reverse the motion, raising the kettlebell to your shoulder. Your elbow should be bent 90 degrees. Pause at the top of the motion, then lower the kettlebell back to the starting position and repeat. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, the kettlebell on the floor between your feet. Squat down and grab the handle with both hands, keeping your back flat. Brace your abs, squeeze your glutes, and slowly push down into your heels as you stand up, keeping your arms extended. Stand with your feet wider than hip-width apart, knees bent into a quarter squat position, back straight and chest up. Grab the kettlebell with your right hand and swing it in front of your right leg, between your legs, behind your left leg. Grab the bell with your left hand, let go of it with your right hand, and swing the weight around to the left leg, then between your legs, where you can then grab it with your right hand behind your right calf. That's 1 rep. Start by holding the kettlebell by the horns close to your chest while standing. Squat down between your legs as far as you can. Keep your chest up and your head high, back straight. Pause at the bottom of the movement and return to the starting position. Lie face up on the floor, legs straight, holding the kettlebell in your right hand and straight above your shoulder. Bend your left knee, place your foot on the floor, and prop yourself up on your left arm. Keep the weight directly in line with your shoulder and sit up until your back is straight. Reverse the motion to return to the starting position. That's 1 rep. Stand with a kettlebell in your left hand and rotate your wrist so your palms face inward. This is the starting position. Look at the kettlebell and press it up and out until it is locked out overhead. Lower the kettlebell back to your shoulder under control and repeat. Hold the kettlebell in your left hand, squat slightly, and bend forward at the hips until your torso is almost parallel to the floor. Let the kettlebell hang at arm's length. Keep your torso still as you pull the kettlebell to the sides of your chest, elbows close to your side. Lower back to the start. That's 1 rep. Clean a kettlebell to your shoulder. This is the starting position. Dip your body by bending the knees, keeping your torso upright. Immediately reverse direction, driving through the heels, jumping to create momentum. As you do so, press the kettlebell overhead to lock out by extending the arms, using your body's momentum to move the weight. Receive the weight overhead by returning to a squat position underneath the weight. Keeping the weight overhead, return to a starting position. Lower the weight to the floor to perform the next repetition. The kettlebell between your feet. As you bend down to grab the kettlebell, push your butt back and keep your eyes looking forward. Clean the kettlebell to your shoulders by extending through the legs and hips as you raise the kettlebell towards your shoulder. The wrist should rotate as you do so. Return the weight to the starting position and repeat for the required reps. Clean and press the kettlebell overhead with your left arm. Keep your arm extended over your shoulder. This is the starting position. Looking straight ahead and keeping the kettlebell locked out above you, flex your knees and hips and lower your torso as far as you can, keeping your head and chest up. Pause at the bottom position for a second before rising back to the top, driving through the feels of your feet. Hold a kettlebell next to your shoulder. This will be the starting position. Dip your body by bending the knees, keeping your torso upright. Immediately reverse direction, driving through your heels to press the kettlebell overhead. Lock out by extending the arms and lower the weight to perform the next repetition. Sit on the floor and spread your legs out comfortably. Clean 1 kettlebell to your shoulder. Press the kettlebell up and out until it is locked out overhead. Return to the starting position. Lie on the floor holding the kettlebell with one hand with your upper arm supported by the floor. The palm should face in. Press the kettlebell straight up towards the ceiling, rotating your wrist. Lower the kettlebell back to the starting position and repeat. Bring the kettlebell into the rack position, left elbow by your side, weight in front of your left shoulder, palm facing in. Push your hips back and lower your body into a squat until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Then stand back up. Stand with the kettlebell just outside your shoulder, palm facing forward. Push the weight straight overhead and slowly lower it back down to the starting position. Grab a kettlebell and stand with your feet shoulder width apart, toes turned out about 45 degrees. Place the kettlebell on the floor between your feet. Stand up forcefully and bend your arms to lift the weight to your chest. Explosively push the kettlebell straight overhead and lower the weight to your chest, Then sit back down into a squat to return the kettlebell right side to the floor. That's 1 rep. Hold the kettlebell in your right hand, arms at your sides, palms facing in. Stand with your left foot 2 to 3 feet in front of your right, back heel off the floor. Bend your knees, lowering your hips towards the floor as you pass the kettlebell under your front leg to your left hand. Take the kettlebell in your left hand and pass it over your leg to your right hand as you straighten your legs. Place the kettlebell on the ground between your feet. Position your feet in a wide stance and grasp the kettlebell with 2 hands. Push your hips back and bend your knees, keeping your chest and head up. This will be your starting position. Simultaneously pull the kettlebell to your shoulders, raising your elbows as you do so. Reverse the motion to return to the starting position. Grab a kettlebell with both hands and stand with your feet wider than hip width apart. Squat down until your thighs are nearly parallel to the floor. Immediately stand and swing the kettlebell up to shoulder height, keeping your arms extended. As the kettlebell begins to arc back down, bend your knees and squat, swinging the kettlebell between your legs. That's 1 rep. Stand holding a kettlebell overhead and pivot your feet so your toes point 45 degrees away from the weight. Keeping your right arm straight overhead, push your hips to the right side and slide your left hand down your left leg. Pause and then reverse the move to return to start.